Hi there, and welcome to Thursday, the 29th of October's reflection. And the reading I've chosen today is Luke chapter 11, verse 53 to Luke chapter 12, verse 12. Let's have a look and see what it says. When he went outside, the scribes and the Pharisees began to be very hostile towards him and to cross-examine him about many things, lying in wait for him to catch him in something he might say. Meanwhile, when the crowd gathered together by the thousands so that they trampled on one another, he began to speak first to his disciples. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees, that is their hypocrisy. Nothing is covered up that will not be uncovered, and nothing secret that will not become known. Therefore, whatever you have said in the dark will be heard in the light, and what you have whispered behind closed doors will be proclaimed from the housetops. I tell you, my friends, do not fear those who kill the body, and after that can do nothing more. But I will warn you whom to fear. Fear him who, after he has killed, has authority to cast into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten in God's sight. But even the hairs of your head are all counted. Do not be afraid, you are of more value than many sparrows. And I tell you, everyone who acknowledges me before others, the Son of Man also will acknowledge before the angels of God. But whoever denies me before others will be denied before the angels of God. And everyone who speaks a word against the Son of Man will be forgiven, but whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. When they bring you before the synagogues, the rulers and the authorities, do not worry about how you are to defend yourselves or what you are to say, for the Holy Spirit will teach you at that very hour what you ought to say. Here endeth the reading. So, as you can see, that's today's reading, and the one thing I'd like to pick out of here, the good news that I see in this, is that we are all of value. You know, we are out there during the pandemic. We may be on our own in isolation, wandering and fretting and things like that. But God is with us. We may not be able to feel him and see him, but he is there with us. Some of us do feel him, and that's great. It's a great warming feeling. But one of the things I wanted to pick up here is that in verse 6, are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, yet not one of them is forgotten in God's sight? And 7, but even the hairs of your head are all counted. Do not be afraid, you are of more value than many sparrows. So it doesn't matter who we are and what we're going through now. We know we are going to come through it, and we know that God is with us, and we are counted more than many sparrows. So that's my good news for today. Thanks very much. Have a great day.